Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again in the gold market. So as usual, we have prepared a report, this fundamental report in background to the gold, and we have combined a few different topics. First of all, the overall demand for the gold and its performance that we see in 2023 and that we see currently, and with the recent expectations concerning the interest rates, in general, the headwinds that we have for the gold right now. Combine it together and actually has confirmed our previous view that we think that nearest few months will be tough for the gold. We suggested at least in the nearest 6 months it will be a difficult period due to the different reasons. So if you would like to know the details, you could read the report, and it clearly shows what the headwinds exist, and it explains why after this period, when we will get inevitably new spiral of the inflation, gold will keep going higher. It's just inevitable. It definitely will happen, but close to the end of the year. We suggest that as most early it might happen in autumn, but more probably it might be close to the end of the year. So still, we have provided a few different scenarios for the levels that we are considering, but whatever level will be reached in a downward direction, it's some negative scenario, central scenario. We consider this retracement as the opportunity to accumulate the gold investments position. So if you're investing in the gold to preserve your wealth in a different ways, you could take the long-term positions on the futures, for example, without the leverage. You could invest in physical gold. Some people open the metal accounts in the banks, which is also possible. Then we think that this might be the year of accumulation. So the combination of the different factors, performance of our suggestion on the inflation, interest rates, current conditions of the Fed, with its balance and statistics on the economy suggest that that it will be impossible for the Fed to defeat the inflation in the current circumstances, in the current economic conditions with the debt that it has, and sooner or later, but it will lead to collapse. And we think that's a really high probability could happen close to the end of the year. So by taking a look at the nearest term perspective, I would like to show you some interesting charts. First of all, on a daily chart, we still stand in this bounce. It just seems absolutely natural. We already talked about this, that market hits the COP target near the support. This support already has been tested with this drop, and that pullback is absolutely normal reaction. In fact, in the nearest week, our task first is to estimate the potential of this pullback, where it might be over, and then just make the monitoring of these levels to not miss the possible bearish reversal to the downside. So that's in general our scenario for coming week. So daily trend remained bearish. We do not have any bullish directional patterns. That's why our context tends to the downside. The same I could say about the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we have also bearish trend, but on the weekly chart, market stands in a tight consolidation inside the weak high wave pattern that has been formed on the weekly chart, actually in monthly weekly. And until we get the breakout, supposedly 1972 area right there, we do not have any acceleration. So while market is wobbling inside of this range, we will have to deal with the daily and intraday trading scenarios, whatever direction they will be, either to the upside or to the downside, but they will be probably short-term, 1-2 sessions maybe, And we could get some acceleration only if market will break the important levels. Currently, we are not speaking about the top. Thus, we could speak only about 1970 lows on the weekly chart. If we get this drop, and probably we'll get some downside acceleration. As you can see, next target will be OP 1920 approximately, and then we will see what could happen next. But first, you do not worry too much about this consolidation that market stops around this level, why it's not going a lot higher, what is happening. Yes, we could find a lot of explains from the fundamental reasons why it's happening, but currently we're dealing purely with the technical analysis, and I could show you a very important detail that might be, well, bring some inspiration maybe to you. So if you take a look at the all-time gold market chart starting in 1975, you could see that market right now stands at the all-time COP target. This is starting on the trading on the gold in a floating way, and its price estimated on the floating currencies. This was first XOP of this ABC top. This example, by the way, you could find in Jared Napoli book on the gold market. But since this was already exceeded, we have to increase the scale of the ABCD pattern, and we use this one. You could see that the pace of the CD leg is significant, and market currently stands at the COP target. That's why, and this is yearly chart, guys, one candle is 1 year. You could imagine what retracement might be on a COP. This market stands on the yearly target. Minor pullback here, it might be a very significant drop on the gold. So yes, you can point to some divergence here, but it is important only when the market stands some important resistance. Divergence itself, it doesn't mean that we definitely has to get some collapse below the C point. So that's why don't be too surprised too much that market stands here flirting and doesn't show any significant upward direction. Here is also, by the way, guys, very important stuff on the gold market. Take on a yearly chart, take a look at this doji. This is indecision, also high wave doji, and market is calling around its top, trying to break it up, as you can see. So upward breakout, it might be a very important decision that market will make if it will break it up. So currently it still stands in some trading range. So I think that's really important and interesting to see. Sometimes it makes sense to take a look even on the yearly charts on the gold. Now dropping to the lower time frames. So by the way, comparing of the COP, this is also COP. Take a look what reaction here. Take a look at on the yearly chart, same reaction might be, well, very significant. So, but it will not break the major tendencies, you could say. So on lower time frame, if we take a look carefully at the full time frame chart, you could recognize big Gartley's T2 buy pattern. So that is finalized by our butterfly that we have traded last week. Following the logic of this pattern, it suggests at least 30% retracement of the whole pattern, which stands around 2020, 2025. It means that is the first level that we intend to keep an eye on as the nearest target of the retracement, and this is the first level where we will be watching for some bearish signs, if of course we will get it. So that's what could conclude on the fall time frame chart. On the hourly chart, you could see that our initial head and shoulders pattern right on the bottom has been completed because XOP has been completed right there. Market is moving higher, so we also increase the scale of the ABCD, and it gives us the OP precisely at the same area, 2019, which is agrees with the 2020, 2025 area that we have on the forward time frame chart. Also, you can see here is trend line slightly higher than this level exists. So that's particularly the level that we intend to watch first, and then see what will happen. Whether this will be suitable for taking the short, or maybe market will just break it up, keep going higher, in this case where it's on to the next level and so on. So we will be watching for that until the daily trend remains bearish. That's in 2 words that we have on the gold. Let's see what will happen.